Everybody, this is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C, right here on tmvcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. I have a returning guest on the show, and a lot has happened to this individual since the last time we chat. He's still doing shows across Kentucky, Ohio, traveling. He's traveling, y'all. He's got a new album on the way. He was nominated for 2 Lexington Music Awards earlier this year. So we're catching up with this man, Anthony Joe Highley. He is back on the show. Hello.
Hey man, what's up?
Good, man. Good to have you back on the show, catching up with you on some things, and you got new music on the way. You actually have a song out. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about it right now. The song is called "Running on Empty." So it just came out on my. You released a video for it last month, literally a month ago. Let's talk about this song. Talk a little bit how this song came to be and the story behind this song.
Yeah, man. So when I went on the radio for my first time back around this time last year, I went on Loretta Friend and Brett Nolan's radio show, WIRV. And we were talking about different types of songs. Like there's not a lot of songs we felt like, well, at the time, that told stories. I feel like since then there's been a lot more that's come out. So I went back home and I kind of wrote this first little piece of it, and I decided to break it down and kind of make it 3 stories. And they're all based off of real events that have happened in my life, either with friends or friendly acquaintances of mine, just kind of from observance and putting them into song form, dealing with the opioid epidemic that we have in the country right now, and just trying to use my little platform to kind of shed light on it in my way, tell some of the stories that I've seen.
So I've seen the video, and definitely one of those topics that that's out there as a troubling a troubling situation that's going on, and needs to be addressed.
I heard a doctor say one time back in like 2011, 2012, saying that you could stand in your front yard and just throw a rock in any direction and it couldn't land on somebody's yard that wasn't affected in some way by the opioid epidemic and the crime and stuff that comes out of that, man. It's just, the basis for most of the stories that's in that song. And yeah, it's just it's crazy about how bad that it has gotten.
It's definitely gotten bad. It's definitely getting more what's the word, alarming that's going on out there. So you have a video for it on YouTube, and see some of it is filmed, edited by you.
I actually got to hire some actors for this one, so I was pretty excited about that. I didn't get to have them for the whole video, but we had a good section of it where I actually got to hire local actors from here in Kentucky. And I like to find folks that local. The girl who was in it, Caitlin, man, she was amazing. She came in, and when she turned that acting on, she went from this sweet girl to just exploding on camera, man. It was wild. Everybody clapped when she got done with her scene, man. It was great. So her and her boyfriend Brent, man, they're both actors and they did really well.
So you all can check out the video for it on YouTube. It's called Running on Empty. It is on Anthony's YouTube channel. So look that up and give it a listen. And if you know somebody that is affected by the situation, spread the word. Share the video, and let people know, man. Like, there's people out there that care. There's people want you to get the help that you need. Now, that is your lead single off your upcoming album, Compared to Saul. So talk about this project, and then what made you name it compared to Saul?
Well, my idea originally, because of coming from the background that I come from, I kind of had, everybody has their ups and downs in their life, their low points they can look back on, and whether or not they grew from those. I thought about I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I thought about the story of Saul of Tarsus and kind of the redemption arc. So that was my idea originally for this album title, to kind of reflect that and speak on things from an Eastern Kentucky standpoint. That's why the actual title track to the album be coming out here in a couple months, and it kind of leans more into the explaining what the album's about. I just more wanted it to just kind of reflect life as it is for us here in Eastern Kentucky, and instead of like talking about elsewhere, more focusing on our people. So it's just basically life here in Eastern Kentucky, and how I can put that on the guitar, pretty much.
Do you have a timetable for when will this album be released?
Yeah, I'm hoping to have it done by early this winter. I originally wanted to have it done by midsummer. We had a lot more tracks we were going to put on it. I've got some other tracks that I've not released yet. I'm doing videos and stuff for them. So, but all in all, it's going to be about 6 songs. It's going to be kind of a shorter album, but I think I could say everything I need to say. Pretty much a shorter album that says everything it needs to say in those 6 songs. So,
all right, Compared to Saul from Anthony Highley is on the way, so be on the lookout for it later this year. While you're waiting on that, go check out the lead single "Running on Empty." There's a music video for it on YouTube,
yep.
so go check that out. He's got a brand new merch store, which includes hats, t-shirts, etc.
Yeah.
So get you some Anthony Holly swag on the website and go check that out. So obviously, man, as I pointed out in the introduction, you've been very, very busy since the first interview we did. And not only you get busy, but you stay busy. You gonna be booked pretty much throughout the year, and you're going to be in multiple states. So talk about some of the shows you got coming up, some of the states you're going to be making your way into in the coming months.
Well, I tell you, man, I've been all over the place here just in this past month. I've been in Ohio, West Virginia, Indiana. I got some good connections up in Indiana, man. I love playing for those folks up there. And I'll say this to any musicians, man, that's listening. If you want a crowd that's going to love what you're doing, man, they love Kentucky music up in Indiana. I'm telling you, go there, check it out. I don't even think it matters the genre. They just love what we kind of got going on down here. I'm trying to work my way down to Nashville, do some stuff down in Tennessee. I've had the opportunity a couple times now to go down and play, but it was just going to be one-off shows. I like to go in, if I go out of state, I like to go out and stay for a couple of days and play a few places and come back, So that's what we're organizing right now. We're trying to get a small tour together to go outside of Kentucky, kind of go around West Virginia, Tennessee, and kind of stay out there for a little while. And, I've been doing that a lot anyway, just going out and doing one-off shows, but I really, we're working on trying to get this tour thing together.
So beginning of 2023 got off to a very encouraging start for you. While you are doing shows, you working on music, you was nominated for 2 Lexington Music Awards, singer-songwriter category and best male vocalist. Congratulations on nominations, obviously. What was your reaction when you found out that you was up for some Lexington Music Awards?
Oh, man, I was ecstatic because, you play for your family and stuff, but it's like when you hear that, like your state likes you enough to nominate you for something like that, the people out there that hear you play and they take the time to go in and vote, that means the world to musicians, man, and that can really carry somebody very far just on that, that alone. I didn't even need to win. I was so happy just with the nomination. I was ecstatic to get to go out, dress up, and go out and go see everybody and everything. So got to see you down there. I saw you go up, man, and a lot of my friends was down that way, man, that night. That was just awesome, and it's a good thing for everybody to get together and have community with this music, man. That's what we need more of, more community. We need more inclusive community. We need more everybody coming together and making this into a bigger thing, because that's how it benefits everybody.
So I believe that is the 8th award show for the Lexington Music Awards. I've been to 6 of the 8 awards. I enjoy it for the simple fact that it's a chance to, see a lot of friends that's there, that's supporting each other, that's nominated, and some have ended up winning. It makes me proud as a podcaster to see friends that I've interviewed get nominated, see that the work is being acknowledged for what they have been able to do. Shout out to David McClain and to everybody that's putting the award show together. It takes a lot. And we do have a very unique community that wants to see things like this keep going. See the suits and the dresses and just having fun. To put it all in perspective, the first award show I went to, it was 2015, and there was a guy by the name of Tyler Childers. He was nominated. He ended up winning. I didn't even know who he was at the time. And then the years since then, he has skyrocketed and doing big shows, larger events. He was at the Wilbur Festival just a couple months ago. Big crowd.
Yeah.
So, man, just guys like him coming from that award show into where he is now, it's a testament of his hard work and dedication, and the fan base has been riding with him from the very beginning. So shout out to Tyler.
Man, that's the thing, man. I feel like Kentucky has been overlooked. I remember, when I was in high school thinking like, you had to go elsewhere. You had to go out of Kentucky. You had to go to California. You had to go, New York, stuff like that, to go out and build your name to be able to be anything. And I feel like if you can't win over your home state, how are you going to win over, other folks out there? So that's the way I kind of look at it. And so that's why I try to show love to Kentucky first and foremost, even though I play outside the state, everything, man. Kentucky is home. This is home base, and always remember to represent for the people of Kentucky, man, for real.
So I have talks with people about that, and the narrative that is out there in Kentucky is that we are known for 3 things. We're known for bourbon, we are known for horses, and we're known for college basketball. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But the music scene, from what I've seen for the last 8-9 years now, is very diverse. It's a very hardworking scene. There's a lot of talented musicians that's doing shows on the regular. Some do once in a while and have a huge turnout. We have a very talented music scene in the state. Central Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, Western Kentucky, all over the state. And it's just a matter of people opening their eyes and ears and see what's out there instead of focusing on the so everybody just keep supporting that local music and that independent music, and they truly appreciate it. Just gotta keep pushing and just keep doing what we gotta do to get heard. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to. So check out Anthony, man. Check out this album, Compare to Saul. It's coming. Check out the lead single, Running on Empty. Check out the video for it on YouTube right now. So check that out. Anthony, great having you back on the show, brother. And one of these days, I'm going to see you perform in person.
Awesome, man.
We're going to cross paths. I don't know when. I will look at your schedule. I know you're in Kentucky
Yep.
around these parks, obviously, but we're gonna cross paths one of these days.
Bet. I'll
So
have you a shirt. I'll have you a shirt.
all right, man. Appreciate that, bro. You take it easy, man. You enjoy your night. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, have a good night.
You too, bro.